our own medical authorities contributed to one of the most downloaded games in history. Bill Gates' Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, alongside the World Health Organization, collaborated with Endemic Creations on a plague expansion called The Cure. In this game, you create vaccines and implement lockdown strategies to combat the outbreak, so you can have as much fun as they did. And just like its creators, Plague Inc. ignores natural immunity. The purpose of this expansion was to promote vaccines as the cure-all. Just another way for corporations and medical authorities to infiltrate some of the most popular games in the world. In 2016, Forbes listed Tom Clancy's The Division as the number 3 best-selling game of the year, as it topped the major markets in the US, the UK, and Japan. Dark Winter, the operation mentioned in the game, was based on the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security tabletop exercise from 2001, the very same center that hosted Atlantic Storm, Clade X, and the infamous Event 201. At the 2013 E3, every viewer became instantly familiar with Dark Winter as the Division trailer began to play.
Exercise tested the emergency response to a bioterror attack on the continental United States. The operation was called Dark Winter.
Just 2 months after President Trump was sworn into office, The Division was finally released on March 8, 2016.
Daddy, what happened to the TV?
When the virus hit, panic descended into chaos, breeding a special kind of evil.
While millions of Division players around the world became familiarized with a fictional virus outbreak, those who created the wargame were preparing for the real one. Exactly 4 years later, on March 11, 2020, the World Health Organization declared the COVID-19 outbreak a pandemic. But this did not stop them from gathering once again to play tabletop wargames. On March 18, 2021, the Nuclear Threat Initiative held a similar exercise, where a bioengineered monkeypox virus turns into a global pandemic, the very same type of pandemic that Bill Gates has repeatedly been warning us about, as if he will reference himself in 5 years to say, "I told you so," and the very same virus that's been in the recent headlines. While the elites assure us that these tabletop scenarios are only fictional, games like The Division help to normalize such events, especially when Ubisoft sends out an email inviting players to come see what a real government shutdown looks like. While they want us to believe their wargames are fictional, Tom Inglesby, director of the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, asked during Event 201, what if false information is coming from governments?
And what if that false information is coming from companies or from governments?
So what if false information is coming from governments? From companies? Those we think are there to help us? Or is the help only theater as well? From the Deep State Satire, this is Harry Carnes.